Within a few weeks of Hunter Biden sending a threatening text to his Chinese business partner demanding the closure of a $10 million deal, Joe Biden purchased a Rehoboth Beach house for almost $2.75 million in cash. According to dailymail.com, it was disclosed that Joe Biden purchased a luxurious six-bedroom house in Rehoboth Beach in June 2017 for an estimated sum of $2,744,001. The purchase was reportedly made using cash. Within a few weeks of an uncertain message that Hunter Biden sent to a Chinese colleague where he requested to seal a deal worth $10 million annually, the transaction took place. Joe Biden's summer residence in Delaware is a place that holds a special place in his heart. He has spent numerous summer breaks there during his tenure as Commander-in-Chief, amounting to a total of 1,000 days. According to a report by dailymail.com on Tuesday, it has been disclosed that he has spent no less than 300 days of his time either on vacation or residing in the second smallest state of the country. On July 30th, 2017, Hunter wrote to Zhao on WhatsApp, expressing his confusion about the unfulfilled commitment. He was sitting with his father at the time, and both of them wanted to comprehend the reason behind the unkept promise. When addressing Zhao, whom he refers to as Z, the individual in question seems to be making a threatening insinuation. At 9:45 in the morning, he composes a message stating that he wishes to settle the matter with the director immediately to prevent it from escalating any further. Referring to the time in Beijing, which is 12 hours ahead, he adds that now in his current location actually means tonight. If I receive any communication, whether it be a call or text message from anyone who has involvement in this matter besides you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will take it upon myself to ensure that you regret not following my instructions. With the help of the person next to me and my talent for holding grudges, you will undoubtedly feel the consequences of your actions. Before ending the conversation, he places special emphasis on the following message. All right, my friend. I am currently waiting for a phone call with my father. I truly hope that whatever you are occupied with is of utmost importance. Despite the absence of concrete evidence, it appears that Joe Biden was present with his son on the day in question, according to metadata from photographs obtained by dailymail.com from Hunter's notorious abandoned laptop. The metadata indicates that Joe Biden was located at his primary residence, his Wilmington mansion, on the same day that the aforementioned text message was sent. The chairman of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer, has been a prominent voice in the push for President Biden's impeachment. Comer has raised concerns about the recent purchase of a house using all cash, deeming it to be of questionable nature. According to Comer's statement to dailymail.com, Joe Biden's acquisition of a lavish beach house coincides with his family receiving millions from a company linked with the CCP. These circumstances are cause for concern and warrant further investigation. Comer stated that the House Oversight Committee will persist in tracking the flow of funds to ascertain the degree of President Biden's participation in his kinsfolk's schemes of exchanging favors for money and the potential consequences on our nation's security. Senator Ron Johnson, who, alongside Senator Chuck Grassley, conducted a multi-year inquiry into Hunter's dubious overseas business dealings, emphasized the importance of obtaining all the financial records of the Bidens in light of this transaction. In a statement to dailymail.com, he asserted that the Biden crime family has been evidently corrupt for a significant amount of time. Most likely, the mainstream media will disregard this additional proof. Nevertheless, it emphasizes the criticality of acquiring the bank records of all the Bidens who profited from Joe and Hunter's schemes. The assertion that the president was involved in any business ventures with his son has been refuted by the White House. However, there has been a recent shift in tone from aides who no longer assert that the two never communicated about Hunter's overseas transactions. According to property records, Joe's second residence, which has 6 bedrooms, was bought for the price of $2,744,001 on June 8, 2017. This purchase occurred only 7 weeks before his son sent threatening messages. The absence of any mortgage registration during the sale suggests that Joe made a full cash payment for his second home. Up until December of last year, the Sussex County Recorder had no documentation of any mortgage on the Rehoboth Beach property. It wasn't until that time that Joe and Jill established a line of credit for $250,000, which was secured by the property. According to his tax records during that period, it is evident that Joe Biden's income had substantially increased compared to his time as vice president. This increase is chiefly attributed to the sales from his memoir, Promise Me, Dad, and his highly profitable speaking engagements, including those of his wife, First Lady Jill Biden. After serving 36 years in the Senate and 8 years as vice president, the couple declared a combined income of $11 million in 2017 and an additional $4.58 million in 2018. When Joe purchased his home in Rehoboth, Delaware Online, a local news website, reported that a portion of the payment came from advances received from a multi-book deal. Although it is possible that the funds for the house were derived from the $11 million earned by the president and Jill as per their tax returns, there are yet notable incongruities in the financial reports of the president that have not been clarified. A study conducted by DailyMail.com in the previous year demonstrated a $5.2 million difference between his financial disclosures in the Office of Government Ethics and his IRS files for the identical period. During the years of 2017 through 2019, President Joe Biden and his wife, First Lady Jill Biden, disclosed a total of $16.5 million in gross income on their federal tax returns, which were made public by the Biden campaign. Most of their income was derived from the two companies they own, namely Celtic Capri Corp and Giacoppa Corp. These companies are primarily utilized for public speaking engagements and writing commissions. During the same time frame, there exists a discrepancy between the financial information presented by Joe and his wife and that which was reported in the Office of Government Ethics, OGE, filings. While the latter only shows a total of $9.6 million in revenue, Joe's personal records suggest a higher income. During his tenure as vice president, Joe was mandated to submit OGE reports. Additionally, after he had announced his candidacy for the presidency in 2019, he was required to file them again. The aggregate of approximately $7 million that remains was accumulated from multiple sources. A portion of this sum came from the earnings of the First Lady's occupation as a teacher at Northern Virginia Community College. Additionally, a salary was given to her from Giacoppa, which the couple was not obligated to disclose to the OGE. Upon reviewing the income reported by Joe from his Celtic Capri company, a comparison between what he disclosed on OGE reports and what he communicated to the IRS reveals a discrepancy of approximately $5,180,071. This amount of money remains unexplained and unrecorded. According to credible information from an FBI informant, the amount in question bears a striking resemblance to the alleged bribe of $5 million that Mykola Zlochevsky, the proprietor of Ukrainian gas company Burisma, supposedly paid to Joe. According to the 2020 transcription of an agent's conversation with an anonymous informant, which was made public by Congress this year, the informant alleged that during a gathering with Zlochevsky in 2016, the Ukrainian oligarch took pride in his ability to transfer $5 million to both Hunter and Joe, who was serving on the Burisma board at the time. The funds were allegedly routed through a complicated system of offshore accounts. At present, there is a lack of evidence to substantiate the claims being made. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.